Good afternoon, all. Hope you all are doing well and having a wonderful Sunday. I wanted to come to you really quickly and just give you some brief reminders via this video. I often do what I call video check-ins throughout the course of my online classes. I do this with face-to-face classes, but I tend to do it a lot with online classes because I want you all to truly have an opportunity to see me and recognize that there's a fleshy human being behind the course that's giving you feedback on your assignments, answering your emails, posting announcements, and doing all of that. And it gives me a chance. Hopefully, it'll give you all a chance a little bit to get to know me a little bit better. Then you would actually get to know me through my feedback and other things like that in the course. So what I wanted to do in this video is just kind of briefly introduce a little bit and give you some information to think about as you head into the first unit, for the first major unit with content for this class. So Unit 2 is where we begin to dig into the content for the course. This unit specifically focuses on the late Romantics. The two that we're focusing on for this class and in this unit are Walt Whitman and Emily Dickinson. I can tell you that these are two of my favorite figures. There are quite a few authors that we're going to be studying throughout this course that are really important and that are very meaningful to me as someone who has studied American literature a good bit. I actually took an American Romanticism class when I was an undergrad. So a lot of the authors that we're discussing, we're going to be discussing in this upcoming unit are ones that I'm very familiar with. Walt Whitman is one of my favorites. Song of Myself is probably one of the most influential and one of the main texts that has a major impact on early to mid-American literature. And there's a lot of beautiful imagery, a lot of lyrical language that I really hope that you all get a chance to dig into and kind of grab hold of and begin to ponder. That's very much what Whitman is all about. That's very much what Romanticism is all about, is kind of pondering things that are deep and that can be very meaningful and have a large impact on the writer, but of course, in this instance, you as the reader. One of the things that I just said is that his work is very lyrical, and it's interesting because oftentimes when we think of poetry, and this is something that even the course content refers to, is we think of poetry being very sing-songy, very with a certain rhyme scheme. A B A B C D C D E F E F G G, kind of a regular rhyme scheme. But one of the things that you find with Whitman, and you also do find to a certain degree with Dickinson, is that they do not have a set rhyme scheme. They do operate a lot in free verse. And one of the things I want you to think about is how can a poem that's written in free verse still be very lyrical in nature? Because again, there are passages in Song of Myself that just move fluidly and that just, again, grab a hold of you and almost don't let you go because it wants to make an impact on you as the reader. I want you to really kind of think about that. Think about that with Whitman. And of course, when you transfer over to Emily Dickinson and her poetry, again, you're going to see a lot of the natural elements that you do see in Song of Myself, but you're going to see some other tones as well. Again, Dickinson was a really interesting, oftentimes mysterious figure. Even though we know a good bit about her, we still don't really know everything about her. So I want you to really think about the way that their works are composed, what they're doing, why they're doing what they're doing, and of course you're going to be doing a good bit of this work within the Unit 2 discussion board that you'll be doing in this upcoming week. So again, dig into this literature. Again, I know that for some of you, literature might not be exactly what you'd love to study or love to read, but my hope is that throughout this course with the different authors that we read, you come to at least an appreciation of these authors, if not a love and a liking of some of these authors. Because again, their work is really powerful, it's influential, and it has some really meaty and heavy things to say. And again, these two, Whitman and Dickinson, definitely have that. And I look forward to seeing what you all produce in the upcoming discussion board. So some reminders for you about this unit. Your Unit 2 quiz, that is due on June the 3rd, so it is due this upcoming week. Make sure that you have that completed by 5 p.m. Again, those quizzes are going to be in there. The due dates are already in there for the course. Now, one thing I do want to let you know is if you miss a quiz for some reason, please do let me know. I can make sure you still have access to that, and you can take it late, of course, with a deduction accordingly. Also, your Unit 2 discussion board. All of your discussion boards for this course are going to have different options for you to choose from, so it's not like all of you are writing about the same question or the same prompt. You will have some options there to help you out a little bit. So what I would encourage you to do is make sure to get your Unit 2 discussion board and one reply due. That's going to be due by the 4th, June 4th, by 5 p.m. Again, 5 p.m. tends to be a trend for our class. And then, of course, as you're looking ahead to Unit 3, your Unit 3 quiz is going to be due on June the 7th. So again, everything's coming up pretty quickly. I know it seems a little crazy, but one of the things I want you to keep in mind is that this is an 8-week course. It is going to move pretty quick, but one of the things that I hope you all know already, through reading emails from me and through getting feedback on your introduction discussion boards, is that I am here to help you all out as much as I can. I've taught several 8-week classes before. It can be, of course, it's busy for you all and it's busy for me, but I do want to do what I can to help you all out as much as I can. One last note I want to leave you with. One of the things that I like to do throughout the course of any class that I teach, face-to-face or online, is offer some purposeful extra credit opportunities. If you go to the discussion tab, and I'll actually add a link within the text that I write up to include this video, there is an extra credit opportunity. And I actually have an extra credit discussion forum, and I'll be posting opportunities in there throughout the course of our summer. And I'll also be providing other opportunities outside of that. But the first one is posted, and you'll have until June 12th to do it. You do not have to do it, but if you would like to earn up to 5 points on your first response paper, it's a really short thing. I think it'll be really interesting for you, and maybe give you a little bit more insight into one of the authors, one of the writers that we're focusing on in this unit. I'm not going to tell you who. You got to go take a look at the discussion board to see what that is. All right. If you need anything throughout the upcoming week, please reach out to me. I'll be checking into the course regularly, answering your questions, grading your work. I look forward to seeing what you all have to say. I loved reading your introduction discussion boards, providing you with feedback. I also have resources that are now posted in the content section under additional writing resources. A lot of things that will help with grammar, sentence structure, things like that, as you move forward in the discussion boards and as you move forward into larger assignments that will come up in a few weeks. All right. Have a great one. And again, if you need anything, please reach out. Take care.